Something is wrong with the Powerbeats Pro 2 because everything looks and feels better than my Powerbeats Pro 1. But how come my Powerbeats Pro 1 sounds so much better than my Powerbeats Pro 2? And worse, I've seen so many glowing reviews proclaiming that the Beats Powerbeats Pro 2 is even better than the AirPods Pro 2, and even better than all of the other Beats that came before it. There's no way I could look in the camera and honestly say that I think the Powerbeats Pro 2 sound better than the Apple AirPods Pro 2 or the original Powerbeats Pro 1. And the Powerbeats Pro 2 really do remind you of the Beats Fit Pro in terms of their audio profile. And that's probably because they both come with 9.5mm drivers, both of them, which is considerably smaller than the 12mm you get in the OG Powerbeats Pro 1. Then, if you look at an Apple AirPods Pro, that's going to be coming with an 11mm driver. The Powerbeats Pro 1, because of those larger drivers, can move more air and they're going to have more surface area, giving it bigger bass. You'll notice that your Powerbeats Pro 1, the volume is going to be higher. I would actually go as far to say about 10 to 15% higher. And at those higher volumes, you notice that everything sounds clearer, everything sounds more full, everything is a little bit more crisp on your Powerbeats Pro 1. And with that, if you're listening to things that have a lot of dynamic range, like you're listening to Queen with Freddie Mercury's voice, or you're listening to Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston, or you're listening to Pink Floyd or Jimi Hendrix, anything that has a lot of range, the Powerbeats Pro 1 is going to outperform the Powerbeats Pro 2, specifically because you will hear it. You will hear the tinniness in the Powerbeats Pro 2, and I'm not sure if that's something that software can fix. We're going to keep our eye on it, but it's something that I didn't really see in a lot of the reviews. But using these side by side and just having used the Powerbeats Pro 1 for so long, I'm shocked that nobody's just calling out the Powerbeats Pro 2 for that tinniness sound. It is irking me, and I hear it every time I wear it. The case on the Powerbeats Pro 2 is going to be 33% smaller than the case on the original Powerbeats Pro 1. And then when you take a look at the earbuds, you'll notice that the earbuds are also going to be smaller, about 20% smaller versus the 2 to the OG. So here they are, and you also know that the 2s will make this small ringing sound so that when you have them open, if it's in a pairing mode, it's going to let you know that the ding 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 ding, so that's that little ringing sound. Something our 1s do not do. And this is what they look like side by side. And the ear loop itself is also going to be about 50% smaller than the pre-existing ear loop. So it's going to be way easier to wear, especially if you wear glasses and especially if you have hats. So I'll show you the difference. So on my left ear, I'm going to be putting on the Powerbeats Pro 1 and secure into place. So this fit was secure. I could jump up and down, and they had pretty good passive ceiling, at least for my ears. Now on the right side, I'm going to be placing the Powerbeats Pro 2. So all things being equal, I would actually say that the Powerbeats Pro 1 feels more secure on your ears. And that's probably because you just have a much bigger ear loop. And I'll take off my hat so you guys can see. So I feel like if you're going to be moving up and down aggressively, that means you're doing burpees, the Powerbeats 1 might be a better option. However, with that said, the 2 definitely feels lighter, and the material choice that they made, it just feels a little bit cooler in your ears, and it feels a little bit more fitted. So what that means is that I think this is actually giving you a more secure fit in terms of locking it in your ear canal. But here is actually just going to feel a little bit more flexible so that it just feels lighter, so it's not putting as much ear pressure on your ear itself. And the Powerbeats Pro 2 here weighs about 8.7 grams, which is considerably heavier than about the 5 grams that a Apple AirPods Pro 2 is going to weigh. And if you get an Apple AirPod, the Gen 4, that's going to be closer to about 4.7 grams, so a lot lighter than what you get here. For me, the closest competition to the Powerbeats Pro 2 is going to be on the Bose Ultra Opens, because the Ultra Opens are a completely different design where it's going to be having nothing going inside of your ear canal, where it's going to be that open design here. So the Powerbeats 2 will come with this personalized spatial audio with the head tracking, hands-free Siri, audio sharing, iCloud pairing. There's up to 5 microphones that it's going to be using for phone calls, wind noise reduction, voice accelerometer. The reason why the microphone here sounds so good is that the voice accelerometer isolates the user's voice, and Apple is some of the best and has some of the best technology for that. So the ear hook here is a lot smaller because it's incorporating nickel titanium alloy to make it more flexible. So the Powerbeats Pro 2 are going to be IPX4, so they're going to be splash proof, which is a little bit disappointing considering you're going to be using these at the gym. So that's going to be interesting. And you got the Beats case here, which is going to be 33% smaller than the original clamshell case you got with your Beats 1. And Beats did a lot of great things here. They made it comfortable to wear, but finding the right angle in everyone's ear is going to be difficult. And I know that the buttons are clear cut, but I just wish they had put one big button instead of making this whole area button. I always find that I press it, so when I'm putting that back on, I turn my music on and off, just the same way when I take them off, because when I press them in my ear, I find that I might be pressing the button at the same time. So the active noise cancellation on your Powerbeats is going to be good. It's not going to be as good as what you get with the Apple AirPods Pro 2. And I wouldn't even say that it's going to be much better than what you get with the Studio Buds Plus that you got from Beats. But it is going to be a benefit, especially much better than what you got with the original. It comes with the heart rate sensors built in. Battery life is good. And finally, you get wireless charging. It's not going to be the MagSafe wireless charging, so it's not going to just securely fit inside of a charging dock, but it will come with wireless charging. With that said, connecting to your iPhone is super easy. It will automatically find it. It will automatically come out your Powerbeats Pro. Noise control, so press and hold either earbud to switch between noise cancellation and transparency mode. You have press and play button here if you want to control it on these sides. And you have the control center. You have your heart rate monitor, so wear both earbuds during workouts to track and send your heart rate. The heart rate sensor is a quirky feature because it's interesting because most of us won't need it. Because if you already are using a smartwatch with a heart rate sensor on it, it's probably going to do a better job integrating with your fitness apps than what the Beats does. And for Android users out there who are anticipating that, hey, it could pair with any app, you probably get better value putting the money into a smartwatch that anything from 2-3 years old are going to be able to give you your skin temperature and also record a solid record of your heart rate as well as other location information directly on the watch itself. With that being said, the heart rate monitor is fairly accurate for something that you can put on your ears. So what I think what happened is that Beats, in an effort to keep these affordable as well as make them look nicer, they made everything smaller. Because 12mm drivers may have made these a little bit more bulbous, heavier, maybe it changed the overall design. So by making the drivers smaller, they were like, hey, not a lot of us are listening to our music at the maximum volume. Maybe we're not going to notice because we have that auto EQ that can fine tune your music depending on the environment and the situation you're in. But then in actual execution, when you put these on and you listen to the same song on the same phone, listening to the same settings, you'll notice that the Powerbeats Pro 1, the sound is going to be way more full. It's going to sound way more expensive. And regardless of the music you're listening to, hip hop, pop, rock, classic, opera, whichever, TV, movies, I found in every situation the Powerbeats Pro 1 sound better than the Powerbeats Pro 2. So ultimately, do I recommend the Powerbeats Pro 2 over the Pro 1? Well, that's going to be a choice up to you. It's going to depend on your budget. Now, if you're an Android user, I would say sub $150, the Powerbeats is going to be a okay value, not going to be a great value. For your iPhone users out there, it will be a good value at $150 unless you currently own the Powerbeats Pro 1. The Powerbeats Pro 1 is better in terms of the sound quality, and if you're okay with the larger clamshell case, well, I think overall these are going to just sound better and be a better workout fitness earbud headphone for most people. But if you want the latest design and you're doing a lot of phone calls with your sports fitness earbuds in your ear, which I don't know if a lot of people are, but if you want and you want better call quality, well, these are definitely going to deliver that to you. But it's not going to give you better sound quality. And that's the sad part. But I'm telling you right now, these do not have $200 earbud sound because I test $200 earbuds all the time and I'm not that impressed with the sound quality here, especially on the higher volumes. But I like what it looks like. It's comfortable to use. When you go to the gym, it's easy to put on. The case looks nice, and a lot of people, that's going to be more than enough for them. For all the hardcore people out there, I think the Powerbeats One OG, it's going to be something you're going to want to keep. And I think the black market and people are going to be buying used ones of these just because I haven't seen many other pairs that can do exactly what this can do and still sound as good as the original Powerbeats Pro 1. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. And please hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help support our channel. And I'll catch you next time. This is Dave with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.